What's up, everybody? So, we actually have a video today, and things have been a little bit crazy. Work has been crazy. Life has been good, but really, work's been the downfall. But we have some updates for you, and we started cutting. So, I'm going to take you out to the car, show you where I've been at. I've just been working to work. When I've had an opportunity to do anything with the car, I've just been focusing on just getting some work and not really stressing getting the video stuff started. But now things are starting to get a little more normalized, and so the energy and the effort to start recording again is coming back. So I'm gonna take you to the car, and we're gonna take a look at what's been going on since the last time I've uploaded. Obviously, here's the Miata, but we've got the Nova here, and as you can see, we've got wheels. So the update is we have 17 by 11, 3.5 inch back spacing ET LT3 wheels with 315, 35, 17s all the way around. It's on the ground, so I have all the steering, everything together. Still haven't finished the brakes yet, but cut the fenders to start working on flares, and we have metal for flares, but I kind of messed up. So I ordered a set of four. And hacked up two of them. So with the help of my wife and a little bit of remembrance of doing some of the metal work I did in my 20s, this is going to get cut off, and we're going to actually start forming, based off templates, the fender wells to actually fit correctly. Now, we're picking this up the next morning from when I started the reintroduction video. Today, in an effort to start working on these flares, we have a few things we got to do to prep. One of them is to get this flare off, which will be easy. Just got to grind these tacks in. Go ahead and service condition both fenders that I've done some cutting on already, but just to be able to make room for the tires, I tried to hand do two without really building into anything, and so I was able to get it cut off, try to clean up some of these spot welds. There's a little bit of a buckle in this fender, but of course I'm not expecting this thing to be perfect. But now I'm gonna just hit this whole side with the surface conditioner and try to remove everything down to bare metal, and then I'm gonna go over to that side, remove the wheel, remove the hit the surface conditioner, and then we'll start using the templates to form the fender flares. Alright, welcome to, I think, day 3 of working on the fenders. But we have this one tacked in place, and I'm actually really thrilled with where it's at. So, we got helicopters in the area, go figure. Not the first time that's happened. So today, I'm going to try to make reference points based off of the body trim lines or the top of the fender to the locations in where they intersect there to start to give a curvature for the other side, a reference mark for here, all that, and then transfer the template we used for this side to the other side. So hopefully we can make this even. You know, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just super stoked and can't wait to, I've been really excited to get back to work on this. And so hopefully this week will be a ton of progress since it's Christmas week. So how I'm going to work it for right now is just literally go from this guy here. And we know that this is 5.5 inches. So I'm just going to put 5.5. This one is about 4 inches, 4.0. This one is 5.0. We are 9.75. And then on the very front, this is probably going to be the trickiest. Like 3.5. Like that's kind of what we're looking. 3 3/8. Four. Then we've got 5. Now this is just relatively close, and then we have this one at 3.5, right? So here, from the front, almost 3 3/8, I should say. Sorry, 3 3/8. All right there. So there's kind of our mark, and we'll grab that other one and transfer template and start fitting. Okay, so this is the new flare. So this is going to be the front edge. And I want to make sure that I get this lined up pretty well to where it fits. And then this should be our edge. That is the body line here. So I'm literally just going to take this and mark it to be removed. And same thing with the front piece, mark to be removed. Before removing it. So I'm literally just going to grind this away because I don't have a small, really good small cutoff tool, realistically. I do have a die, like a cutoff wheel, but it's not great for like edges. So I've found better success grinding it off. I'm going to grind that off. Not going to bore you with that video. So here's going to be kind of where the challenge is, guys. We're going from one side to the other, right? So like this side, this came down and fit there, right? And then we're missing like a big gap right here, which is like kind of annoying, but like it looks even. So maybe I need to take another look at this measurement. So I think we're getting close, which realistically just required some massaging of the angles here, because the measurements, if I just focus on that, right, that whole line here, the thing I need to worry about is double checking that the gaps on these trims are actually the same from the front on one side to the other, because that seems to be where there could be a change or an inconsistency, and then that changes all of my measurements, obviously. So let me figure that out. Yeah, so even that's such a huge difference. So I need to completely redo all of these positions more than likely, because this is 10.5 inches on the driver's side for this hole, but on the passenger side it's like over 11 inches. So I get to measure all my reference points and then go from there. All right, so if you see now, I have everything back where I had the reference points to being, and then I bent these little tabs after I made the big cut so that there's something there to also support underneath while I'm trying to get this tacked in place myself. So we're gonna give it a shot and see how it goes, and see if hopefully it looks pretty close side to side. Once we get up here, like there's gonna be a little bit more like freehand forming to get it to fit, and even potentially in the back as well. But let's get to burning. Now I do know that MIG is not the most ideal for body work, but MIG is all we have. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? All right, let's try to get a front shot and see if it looks pretty legit here. So after looking at it side to side, the driver's side is actually forward about a ½ inch on this front edge here. And so I'm gonna try to cut those tack welds real quick and then try to shift it back and try again. I mean, I actually like how it looks, and it has this nice teardrop to it, but it definitely looks different from the other side. All right, so here it is. After some reworking, we've got this. This is actually a lot more consistent with the other side. Now, because I'm not a professional metal worker, it's slightly off. But this is honestly makes me very happy to be able to start here and then work on at least cleaning these up and then getting these completely burned in and moving forward. So the next video, I'll actually show you the end product of this, and then we might work on shaving the drip rails. Let's see.